Okay, so this is phase 2 of menu prep. So you can tell that we've got football on in the background. We got Bryce and Rob Payne playing in the corner there. But we've got to get our menus prepped and everything. So my next phase is go through the freezer and see what I already have. Because a lot of times I buy chicken and I have like 3 bags of chicken in the freezer already. So this will save you some money and save you some time. We're going to go through the freezer next. And that's what we're working with here. My freezer's not as bad as my pantry. It's not enough room. So this is how I organize it. The stuff on top is good for Bryce because he can eat any of that. Then down here, like that's our kind of like our dessert. There's ice cream in there and blueberries that I use for Greek yogurt, and then there's spinach back there for when I make it. My goodness, make it with my shakes. Then I made this shelf like the protein shelf. So you can see I had 2 bags of tilapia, 2 bags of shrimp, and a bag of salmon. So I put those in the back. And then I did the little chicken nuggets here and the chicken right up front. So this week I know I can work with, what do I have, chicken and tilapia, so I can do like fish tacos if we have salsa. And I can do like a shrimp stir fry, and I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that for the end of the week. That one's always good at the end of the week. And then on this shelf, I did like this, like the grains. So my Ezekiel muffins and waffles are behind it, the Ezekiel waffles. And then there's rice and French fries. So like sides right there. And then down here is like miscellaneous stuff that I have meatballs, pasta, and peas, and then 2 like freezer trays that I keep for a little pampered chef thing. The door is definitely not utilized the way it should. I have my stir-fry veggies in here, chicken for Bryce's lunches, ice packs for his coolers that holds his bottles. I still have like breast milk in here, so I need to get rid of that. I'm having a hard time parting with it. So that'll be used for those types of things for now. But organize your freezer, and then you can start your meal planning. Okay, so the next step I do after I went through the pantry and the freezer is I try to put things together to make my meals. So I said I had shrimp, tilapia, salmon, chicken, and chicken nuggets. I don't know if we'll actually use those for meals or not. Those are kind of like an emergency food. So, and I also have, just as regular produce, I have a spaghetti squash on my counter, which I'm going to use because I enjoy that for my lunches. So I like to have one of these Monday through Friday boards that I start to write on, and I used to do this every week, and now I'm getting right back to it. I write the date, so it's going to be the week of 9, what's Monday going to be? What's today? Okay, so 9, 19, 16. Okay, and I kind of think of the week ahead too, like this weekend I'm going to be gone for a couple days, but I'll have enough stuff so Rob can have it. Or he'll know what to make. So it will have, for me for lunches, because he won't eat this, I'm going to have spaghetti squash with ricotta cheese. But he won't eat that for lunch. So what I'll do, he gets leftovers, is I'm just going to write spaghetti squash with ricotta cheese. And I'm just going to put an arrow through Wednesday. So I need it for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Remember, I'm out Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So then I'll think of what I want for each protein for dinner. So Monday, we're going to do, we'll do tilapia on Monday. Tuesday, we'll do chicken. Wednesday, we'll do chicken, but we'll do something different. So, and I'm going to flip-flop tilapia and Monday and Tuesday. So it'll be chicken, tilapia, chicken, and I'll make enough so he can have it for the week. But just to show you guys for the example, if I wanted to have maybe steak on Thursday, I would just write in steak, and then this will help me figure out my grocery list too. So steak, and then Friday we always do leftovers, or we'll get go out to eat or get takeout, whatever it may be. Saturdays and Sundays are always different because we're home, but Sundays I like to just designate as spaghetti night. So I've got my main dishes. So when I think about what I can do for a side, I'm going to think, okay, so chicken goes best with rice. So I have some of those steamed fresh rices in there, so we're going to put that with the chicken. Okay, and then the tilapia is going to be a fish taco, so I'm going to use the little things that I have in there. So we're going to do fish tacos. So I already have onions, and I'm going to need salsa. So I write that down. And I have a grocery list right here. So I've got salsa on it and steaks. And then leftovers. Saturdays, I usually don't prep for Saturday, but if we're going to do it just for the sake of teaching you guys how to meal plan, I always like to do like a flatbread for lunch or a wrap. Same for Sunday. Or a wrap. And then we like to do egg sandwiches for breakfast. And then I'll do my shake for my second meal. Okay, so we've got all that. My breakfast Monday through Friday is always my Shakeology. Makes it nice and easy. Alright, so I think I'm set there. And then, so we've got chicken, tilapia, chicken, steak, and then Friday would be leftovers. Saturday could possibly be the pizza night or leftovers. You can always flip-flop Friday and Saturday, but try not to go out to eat both nights of the week, obviously for calorie reasons there and just being healthier at home. So I'll just write takeout as our treat night. Okay, so you've got your menu, and really for lunch everyone pretty much eats the same thing, but I remember saying before, like, don't make it too complicated or gourmet. So we've got spaghetti squash for lunch for Monday through Wednesday. If I were going to go the rest of the week, I'd probably just have either the same thing, or I would just do like a salad with some chicken on it. Chicken and rice, and I'll do another vegetable there, and I'll get that at the grocery store. Tilapia with fish tacos. It's going to have onions in it. It's going to be in the little soft taco shell. And maybe we can do like refried beans because I have those in the pantry. Chicken again on Wednesday with rice, and then I'll do a different vegetable just to keep variety. Thursday is going to be steak with a vegetable, and we'll do a sweet potato. So I'm going to write that on here. Sweet potato. And then Fridays are leftovers, and then we've already talked about Saturday and Sunday. So that's how I make my menu. Okay, so after you've gone through your kind of menu, your skeleton menu, and you're trying to figure out what you need to buy at the grocery store, one thing that I like to do is when I go ahead and write what I'm going to have each day, I just put in parentheses of what grocery I need and what I don't have. So I then put all those items on a list, plus with some staples that we have to have in the house. And then I like to separate them by protein, vegetable, fruit, and then like sides. And I do that for a couple different reasons. One is to make sure I'm getting a variety of food. And two, if I'm going to go and meet with sorry, I'm pushing the table around. If I'm going to go and use my containers, my portion control containers, I can kind of group them that way too. And I know I'm getting enough of what I need. So what I'm going to do now is start with my protein. Okay, and my proteins are really easy this time. This week it's just going to be steaks, and we do need eggs. And then I always get ground meat, and I like to have that on a day that if I'm in a bind, I can just make meatloaf really fast, or I can brown it and I can throw it in the spaghetti squash with ricotta cheese too. So it's always an extra way to get a little bit more protein. So that's my protein, or my reds if I was going to do the 21-day fixed containers, which I know a lot of you are, and I really like doing it that way too. And then I'm going to do my vegetables, so my green container. And this helps you when you're in the store too. It makes things a little bit quicker because they're always in the same section. So I'm going to do my sweet potatoes. And Rob and I love those, but we don't eat them that often, so I'm only going to buy 2. Then I'm going to get probably 2 bags of broccoli. And I used to get the Steam Fresh, but if you have anybody with a milk allergy, the Steam Fresh, for some reason, one of the preservatives or something in it has milk in it. So all the Steam Fresh vegetables we used to buy I can't use anymore, so I stopped buying them. And now I just get a bag of the frozen vegetables if I don't get fresh. But if I get frozen, I have to double check, and you should too, just to make sure there's nothing but the vegetable in there. It sounds crazy, but That's the truth. So I'm going to get 2 bags of broccoli. I'm going to get a bag of cauliflower. Just one, because we don't eat that often. So it'll just go for Wednesday's meal. And then I'm going to get some stuff for salads. So I'll have those. And since I'm only going to be here a couple days, Rob doesn't usually eat salad, I'll just get 1 bag and I'll split it up for the week. So 1 bag. Okay. And then I'll separate that into fruits. So the next section, fruit. And I get bananas and apples every single time I go to the store. It never fails. I eat a banana every single day and an apple. Okay, so I've got my bananas and my apples. So apples. And then I'm also going to I need to get these for Bryce. I need to get the applesauce packets because we put those, or cups, because we put those in his oatmeal in the morning. So applesauce for Bryce. Okay, and then that is it for fruits for the week because it's going to be a short week with me here. And I have frozen blueberries in the fridge that I use a lot in Greek yogurt. I like to do that because I don't put my food in the refrigerator at work. I know it's stupid, but if I put frozen blueberries in there by the time I go to eat them at the end of the day, then they're always in really good shape. So that's what I do there. So I have those, and I have them in the freezer, so I don't need to buy them. And I'll check that off. So there's my fruits. And then I do my sides, or my carbs, or my yellows. So I'll just put sides, and they're not always yellows, but that's how I kind of categorize things. So I'm going to do, I don't need rice. Did I need any yellows? Well, I guess the sweet potato is yellow, but I don't need any rice, so that's good. We're actually good on sides. I don't have to get any of that. And I'll take care of it with the fruits and vegetables. So then there's my other things that I have to get. So we always have to get bread because Bryce eats a sandwich every day and a piece of toast, so he goes through 3 pieces of bread a day. And we eat sandwiches for lunch every once in a while, or we'll make ourselves a peanut butter sandwich or something. So I always have to buy a loaf of bread, and this time I'm only going to buy 1 loaf. And Cheerios for Bryce. I always get, like anything else? I got the banana, I got the apple, I got the bread, I got the Cheerios. Got the eggs. Oh, cashew milk. So Bryce right now is loving cashew milk. We go through like 4 cartons a week, and that's just in our house, and I have to usually get 2 or 3 more cartons for daycare. So I'll get cashew milk, and I'll put times 4. It's just easier to buy it in 4s. So that's my list, and you saw how quick it took me to make it. This is with stuff that I already have in the freezer, and there's my list. So Rob will be happy because it'll be nice and short and cheap.